Hey, what is up, everyone? This is Ebony and Ivory.
Hi, hi, hi.
And once again, we're back with another reaction. Today, we're going to be reacting to Madchild's track called Painful Skies.
Yeah, that's right.
And without any further ado, let's just get straight into it.
Okay, let's roll.
Look, I can't hear me. I know what I did. Yeah. And I'm not sitting here blaming anybody else. No, I'm not feeling sorry for myself either. Yo, I listen to this beat, it makes me think of what I've been through. All of the mistakes and stupid shit that I got into. All the fucking fakeness of people that I made friends with. So 98% of those friendships I had to end it. I'm too old to be worried and keep pretending. And I apologize to some of the people deeply offended. But I can't live in the past, that shit just wears me down. That shit just tears me up inside and fucking tears me down. I'm not the man I was then, but I am not running. And I am not yet the man that I am still becoming. I'm getting stronger every day and I can fucking feel it. And all the problems of my past one day I'm gonna deal with. Thanks for your patience, I apologize for each occurrence. And I just hope that you can take this as some reassurance. My life is good, each day is better than the next day. But I have not forgotten, won't settle till every debt's paid.
It's a good one as well. Unfortunately, I've never heard about Madchild until I got to listen to Tom MacDonald. And I noticed they've done an album together. And this is really good that I'm getting to know about him as well. And from this track, I see that he has done some things, and this track is he's trying to not feel sorry for what he has done, but trying to move from a bad side to a better side, trying to move into something new, trying to change from the past, the old, to the new. So that's what I think this track is about.
Yeah.
Trying to right some wrongs that he has done, in a way.
It started with I'm not feeling sorry for myself. He said something like that, but he just wants to get things straight and move on. He talks about his past. Basically, he's kind of apologizing to some of the people that he offended, apologize to people that I have deeply offended. He's saying how he's becoming a stronger man.
Yeah.
And trying to move on, trying to become the best version of himself. In general, these are kind of like the stuff that he mentioned there. And I like the beat. It's kind of, a little bit like nostalgic. It also shows on the video, when he was at the concerts, when he was with his fans and so on. So I think he kind of is remembering the times and thinks about maybe some things that were not good or he's not really proud of right now, and he kind of wants to move on from that. But he's also thinking about the good times as well, how many good memories he had. But now for him, it's time to move on, to try and become the best version of himself.
Yeah, he also talked about ending some bad relationships, like maybe people who he feels like he don't need them in his life or his present. He has cut off from them and is trying to move on to a better place, move on. I just think he's trying to change, or he has changed rather, from the past him to the present. Maybe he has done lots of things wrongly in the past, and he wants to do things right now, all by himself, move further. I never really got to know him till now. Okay, let's go ahead.
I have not forgotten, won't settle till every debt's paid. Time changes, each man ages, and sometimes best friends become strangers. Each life's a book with blank pages. Last 10 years, it's a chapter that's outrageous. Time changes, every man ages, and sometimes best friends become strangers. Tears, anger, and laughter, we can't change it. Listen to your hearts, we're protected by angels.
We're protected by angels.
Listen to your heart. Yeah, so listen to your heart, to protected by angels.
I really like the beginning of the chorus. Time changes, every man ages, and sometimes best friends become strangers. Yeah, there's a lot in those in those three
it's a bit deep. It's a bit deep that he's not saying all can't really even say in this track, but maybe he has, if he says time changes and men age, sometimes best friends become strangers. So maybe he has left some friends. Some definitely will leave some friends,
To me, it sounds like basically saying that people become wiser
better
with times. I think that's what he's saying, that as you age, you also become wiser. You kind of maybe realize that some people you hanged out with, maybe they were not the best for you, your career, your personal life. Maybe they were, bringing you down, or they were not the best influence. It also could simply mean that, he took now a different path, and simply, he doesn't have enough time anymore to speak to his old friends, back from the days, and, they kind of become strangers. Wow. But the chorus here to me is like so packed with like good
really,
lyrics.
Yeah, it's really packed.
Really I'm protected packed by the angels. I don't know if he's Christian or not. Not that it matters, but I think in quite a lot of his songs, kind of he refers to God and all that. So I'm not entirely sure.
Okay, let's go.
Listen to your hearts, we're protected by angels. Trying to make it trying to not make up for anything. Look, let me make this clear, I don't regret my whole past. Can't believe how time flies, shit has gone by so fast. You let me in the secret world and that was quite an honor. And I admit that that's a life I thought I might have wanted. Probably have pursued it if I hadn't gotten caught up. But flags they started raising with these kids all getting shot up. And I became addicted to a drug that almost took my life. Looking back, that might have been the only thing that saved my life. I'm full of love now, I'm happy I don't harbor hatred. Pretty sure that's how God wants us, and to me that's sacred. I'm not sitting here judging and calling y'all some vagrants. And I'm not pointing fingers, questioning your occupations. I'm just hoping that the way I feel can shine some light. I know you got a good heart, dog, it's time to stop the fight. And let yourself become the man that you're supposed to be. I still believe in you, no matter what, you're always close to me.
It kind of continues here, but there's lots of like wisdom in a way in the lyrics,
Wow.
So this second verse, basically, he starts with like saying, let me make this clear. Like, I don't regret my past.
Not all.
Yeah, not all of it. Some of it, like, he really enjoyed and feels like it was something that added to his life. So he's kind of making the statement that he wants to move on from certain things, but there's a lot of things as well that he did really enjoy and has a good memories of. He also mentions becoming a drug addict, or like maybe prescription drugs, I think. Yeah, and saying like, it almost took my life. But in a funny way, I think he also mentioned that it kind of saved his life as well. I think what he means is that it was kind of like a wake-up call for him. Yeah, maybe he realized suddenly like, like I'm just destroying everything I've built throughout the years. And, that was like a strong wake-up call for him. And, he, as he mentions through that track, he just wants to move on, wants to become the best version of himself and move on.
I think you're right there. He has enjoyed so many things in the past. Some he doesn't regret at all. In fact, he felt like it was an honor to, have experienced all those things, to be able to learn. They say experience is the best teacher. So that's always my my quote. So he has experienced things, and he's now able to decide to choose to be better. Even though he has enjoyed some things in the past, he still wants to move forward and become a better version of himself. He feels he will become better if he moves from this level where he is, further out. And that's really very important in every human's life. You just need to move. You just don't stay stagnant. There are some decisions you make in the past that will take you to where you'll be in the future. That's the funny thing. Like he said, he was a drug addict, and somehow that turned out to maybe save his life. Maybe that was how God planned it to be. That was how it was supposed to be. Some situations, some things, you pass through some things so you'll be able to know what next to do in the future. Because if you don't pass through some things, you won't be able to really talk to someone in the future, you won't have anything to offer, really. So I think he has a lot to say now. He can really, his message will go far, really go far. It will mean a lot to so many people, so many lives.
I still believe in you, no matter what, you're always close to me. Time changes, each man ages, and sometimes best friends become strangers. Each life's a book with blank pages. Last 10 years, it's a chapter that's outrageous. Time changes, every man ages, and sometimes best friends become strangers. Tears, anger, and laughter, we can't change it. Listen to your hearts, we're protected by angels. And I know we
Yeah, there's the thing that I caught in the chorus that I didn't really talk about before, where he mentions each life is a book with blank pages, basically saying each person writes his own story, which also I find like a really cool reference, and it's really up to you yourself to write your own story and make sure that it's a good story,
And what I get here again is, even though life, has gone by, time has, flown, he didn't give up. He still made his decision. Like the book, there's still empty pages in the book, even though he has written some pages already that he has chose to leave behind, some of them, and move forward to keep writing on those pages. It depends on whatever you want to write on those pages of your book. And so he has decided to move forward, and he's not giving up. No matter how old he becomes, he's still, aspiring to go forward and making it, better. So it's really good. The decision making is really, really important. So just be wise to be able to make your decisions, so you don't get to waste time. Because time really waits for no one. It flies a lot.
Up till day, you can see him grinding and all that. And it's really nice to see, like really cool to see that he's still going and he's still strong and he's not giving up. This is like important.
It's really important, yeah.
Listen to your hearts, we're protected by angels. And I know becoming friends again ain't possible, at least for years. And fucking up for me is still a problem that I deeply fear. Only got a couple close friends now, that's how I like it. And I think I'm actually gonna make it, but I'm not a psychic. One of them's your brother, proud to say that he's my best friend. Come on, man, you guys are fucking brothers, let this shit end. It's sad to me to see the greed is still the devil's weapon. I tried my best to walk away from shit and kept stepping. Your brother's doing good, his heart is filled with love. And we gon' keep on building with these people that believe in us. Remember there was 4 of us, till death do us part. Now there's only 2 of us, the rest grew apart. It doesn't mean that I don't think about you too every week. And even if we never speak, there's still a bond I'll never leave. I hope you're happy and your family's doing awesome, and hope that you're still following the progress of the little monster. You had a hand in helping save my life, I won't forget. Let's live the next half with no regrets, cause it ain't over yet. Time change.
Wow, he's like just saying so many things.
I think this is such a
so much reflection.
I think it's like such a mature track. There's so many like wisdoms in there and kind of reflections of a man that, went through life and looking back at it, he's grown a lot.
Yeah.
He's learned a lot. He doesn't want to repeat any mistakes. He also mentioned something about the greed, saying it's a devil's work or something like that. Oh. So I don't know if money had to do with something here, but it looks like he's trying to be, I'm not going to say a bigger man, but he just wants to like amend things, make peace.
Yeah.
That has done this track to kind of say, guys, I know I may be messed up. I know I'm not perfect. I'm trying to move on. I think he said, I hope you follow progress of Little Monster. And I think Madchild is kind of like a little monster. I think he had a album called The Little Monster or something like that. And I think it's referring to himself as that. So he's kind of saying, I hope you'll be able to check out my stuff.
Yeah.
What I do, I follow you as well.
Yeah. And at the end, he actually wished them well and their families as well. So it's a really good thing. It's like a reconciliation kind of message, and also trying to move from one level to another into another phase totally. And then, this is like growth general growth, changing from bad to being, the best. That's what I think it's all about.
Each man ages, and sometimes best friends become strangers. Each life's a book with blank pages. Last 10 years, it's a chapter that's outrageous. Time changes, every man ages, and sometimes best friends become strangers. Tears, anger, and laughter, we can't change it. Listen to your hearts, we're protected by angels.
Oh, and that's it. That was the chorus.
So that's a good one. So basically, like I said, this track is just about reflection, reconciliation, and trying to grow and move better. That's what I just think the track is about. Cut the long story short.
To me, like, the lyrics are very deep, you feel like it's like a wise person giving advice, looking back at his past and reminiscing everything and trying to become better. I really like this track.
I like the track as well. I do.
Thank you very much, guys, for sticking with us and watching our reaction and our thoughts on the lyrics to this track. If you liked it, please make sure you subscribe to our channel. We're going to be releasing reactions quite regularly.
Yeah.
And until then, have a good one.
See you.
Bye-bye.